most small business owners, that includes coaches, trainers, consultants, solopreneurs, everybody who is in a knowledge-based service business, they're making three mistakes. All right. So again, it's sales. Today is sales day. And the three mistakes that they're making. Number one, they pitch too early. Okay, I don't know about you. I get this all the time when, like on Facebook and LinkedIn, people connect with me and I accept the request. And then, like a few minutes later, I get a hard sell for the services. You know, emails read like, "Hey, we are the marketing company from this country or that region, and we can help you with, and here's the price," and so on. It's too early. I don't know you yet, so why would I buy? Okay, that would be the equivalent of walking over to somebody that you're seeing at a bar that you are attracted to, and then ask for or give a marriage proposal, right? Awkward. So let's not do that, right? The second mistake that small business owners make when they try to sell is talking about awkward. They are awkward. Yes. So they don't know how to sell. They don't want to sell because selling comes with that old-fashioned car salesman stench that they don't want on them. Or they don't know how to do it. Yeah, if you're awkward, your clients are awkward, or your prospects are awkward, and you're not going to convert. And speaking about converting, when they actually talk to somebody, they are not converting. Okay, so not converting because it's awkward, or it's too early, or the pitch is not great. Either way, the conversation is not natural, and that happens to a lot of salespeople, right? So or people that are not in sales or not professional salespeople and need to sell, which is as a small business owner, you've got to. If you have just left corporate to start your own business, guess what? The number one thing you need to do is sell. And so we better learn some skills, right? So here's a process that I wanted to share with you that actually makes it very natural to buy from you and takes all of that away. Because what we want is we want the process that helps you sell or pitch at the right time. We want a process that makes it natural for people to buy from you, and one that enables you to sell with being at ease. Okay, so if you had that, if you could pitch at the right time, be very natural about it, and have an easy flow of conversation, would you be able to sell more? Hopefully the answer is yes. So I'm going to share that process with you right now. Okay, so the sales process has 5 steps, and these are the 5 steps that I suggest you should follow in order to successfully sell your service to your prospect client or prospects, right? So the first step is we need to invite people into our network, right? So that's either our local networking group, maybe that is the Chamber of Commerce, at the health club, the church, the communities that we're having on Facebook and LinkedIn. It's the people that you invite. And the mistake that most people make on LinkedIn, for example, but it's also true for Facebook, is that they are connecting with what LinkedIn wants you to do, right? So with your peers, but they will typically not buy. So if you want to sell on LinkedIn, you need to exclusively connect with your potential clients. And a good client is someone who you like, somebody who needs your service, and somebody who you can help. All right. So we need to invite the right people into our network. And once we've invited them, we need to engage them properly. I don't know about you, but if somebody came to my house, let's say a friend brought a friend of his or hers into my house, it would be rude to not welcome them and say hello, right? If I'm going to a networking event here locally in Austin and there's somebody new joining the group or trying to check out the group, it would be rude not to walk over and introduce myself. And sales is the same, right? So as soon somebody has accepted your invitation, just engage them, right? Thank them for connecting or whatever. It's very, very natural. Say hello. The one thing that you don't want to say is, hey, good that you're here. By the way, here's my business card. Here are the things that you can buy for me, right? It's too early. Awkward. We're not going to do that because A, it's not successful, and B, it's super annoying for everybody else or the people on the receiving end. So once you engage with them, now you have a chit chat, right, where you qualify if you actually have something in common. Okay, equivalent also, I like the analogies with dating. If you see somebody that you're attracted to, you walk over and you say hi, and hopefully that person says re-hi, and then you have a little bit of small talk with the intention to figure out if you have enough things in common that have the potential of a future, right? And if it does, then you continue that conversation and you build a relationship first before you make any kind of proposal. If you're dating and you're on I don't know, Tinder or Bumble, I've never used those services, so it's like secondhand knowledge that I have. But what you do is you swipe, right? So then you invite the right people that look interesting. Then you chat and you try to figure out if you have something in common. And if you do, then you go to the next step, which is you have a short meeting, right? So is it safe enough? Does it make sense for us to meet in the context of professional selling or selling your services? That meeting will be a meeting that's very short, where you only make one decision. And that decision is this person that I'm talking to interesting enough to spend an hour with and go deeper? Okay, because what you don't want, you want to have a sales meeting for an hour with somebody who will not buy. If you have a sales team, it's the most annoying and demotivating thing that you can do to them is bring them leads that are not qualified and that will not buy, right? So the first meeting will be a short interaction. If I may go back to the analogy of dating, so you would not go to a 3-course dinner on your first date. You probably just have a coffee or cocktail because that gives you the opportunity to leave like fast if you want to, and you don't need to suffer an ordeal, right? And but only after 10 minutes, you only need 10 minutes to decide whether or not that person who you're talking to is interesting enough to meet longer and important or interesting enough for you to invest more time and money with. Okay, so that's when we have the second step, the fifth step, which is we convert, right? We have a second meeting, not second step, second meeting where we convert. And so look at it from two different perspectives. The one perspective is how you experience the process, and the other one is them. Okay? And what you do is, in order to invite the right people, you create a profile that puts you in the right light. And in dating, you have the best pictures, and you write something about you that hopefully somebody finds interesting. In sales, it's the same thing, right? So you have an authority picture, you have a good picture of yourself, one that is hopefully not older than 5 years, and send out a message about who you want to meet. All right, and then you invite the right people. And when they look at your profile and they think that, yeah, there could be a mutual match, they will connect. Okay? And once they connect, again, now it would be rude to not say hello. So we say hello, but we do that not in a salesy way. We do that by engaging them, right? By sharing content, information that we think they might like. Okay. So either way, we engage people in a conversation, and in social media, that's through post. Okay. In a one-on-one meeting or in a networking meeting, it's like initial small talk where we throw things over the fence and see if people are interested enough, we have something in common, and so on. And so if there's at the very beginning, if there's nothing in common that you need to talk about, it's very short, and you back off. Okay. Same with social media when you sell, right? So somebody is not responding to your content, that either means you have invited the wrong people into your network, or your content does not resonate, right? But when they engage, right? So when you post it, they will either like, share, or comment on your post. And when they do that, again, I think it would be rude to not thank them for engaging with us, right? So I don't know, outside, outside with my son, and parents talk to me and want to engage me in a conversation, it would be rude to just walk away and say nothing. So what we do in step 3 is we have a conversation. We start to talk or chat with people, and with the intention to qualify if we indeed have a lot in common. Not too different from, again, like two parents meeting at the playground and deciding, just because the kids get along does not necessarily mean that we get along as parents, but if we do, then let's get together. Okay. So the decision here that they make is, is it worth my time to meet? Let's check that out. So they verify if their hunch is correct. And then what we do is we actually meet. Okay, we meet. In that meeting, we will only make one decision. Again, it's like a short meeting, 10 minutes. Like equivalent of a coffee at Starbucks, a cocktail somewhere, which is this person interesting enough? Do we have enough in common that it makes sense for us to meet a second time and then dive deeper and brainstorm more and do something else and get to know each other better? All right. So if that is the case, then that the person that we've talked to is probably relating with us or to us in one way or the other. And then we go to that longer meeting. And during that meeting, we will strategize or brainstorm some ideas. Okay? So to figure out, can we help? Do we like them? Is there more to it? And if there is, then we sign up that person as a client. Okay? So that's the process. The mistake that most small business owners make when they start out is that they invite the right people to the network, but then they go straight into the conversation. And that never works because it's awkward, it's annoying, there's no relationship. They don't even know if they can help me right now, and it usually doesn't work. If you're one of those people who send out all these cold DMs and messages and don't get any traction, that's why you have forgotten to build a relationship and also forgotten to be authentic about yourself. And if you change your approach from selecting to selling, the entire tone, the entire pace changes. And my coach taught me once that, Andrew, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Okay, so that's the process. Once you go there, your conversion rate at this point here will be over 80%. Okay, there's my head in the way, so I put it out. It's over 80%. And so if you find this useful, then put in the word brainstorm down here in the comment box, or send me a message with the word brainstorm, and then you and I can get together and brainstorm some ideas for you. I'd be happy to share with you the scripts, the strategies, the techniques, the tools that you need in order to move this process forward. Sometimes it takes just an hour and you get from A to Z, I wanted to say A to Z. So you get from step 1 to step 5 in half an hour. Sometimes it takes a few days or weeks even, right? So LinkedIn usually takes longer than Facebook, for example. Online meetings, yes, you meet at a networking event and then you schedule another event, like a meeting 3 days later, can take a little bit longer. But again, slow is smooth and smooth is fast, all right? And the secrets here are really in the spaces in between. So here, right? So how we transition from one step to the next so that it's normal and awkward and not too salesy, and you don't have to feel awkward at all, right? That's where, you know, we oil the conversation, we make it smooth. These are the strategies and techniques and tools that I want to share with you. If you have interest in it, you know, write down put the word the word brainstorm into the comment, and then you and I get together and we brainstorm some ideas for you. Okay, so do this now. Brainstorm down here into the comment box, and then I will see you live in person shortly. Okay, super. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye.